We're loaded up and ready to hitch up to head to the Keys. Well, it was a lot of work and a lot of efficient packing here, since we got to bring a little bit more for the Keys because we're staying 2 weeks. So I got 3 tables under the kayak, 2 chairs under the kayak, my ladder on the side, and firewood. Floor jack, scooter, bug spray, doormat, ramp, kayak paddles, more chairs, artificial turf rolled up, anchor, some more pieces of firewood in there, more carpet underneath the toolbox. So I got the regular carpet we normally use, which is, I don't know, about 8 or 10 feet long by 3 foot or 4 foot. And then I got a bigger one that runs even longer, probably around 20 foot up under there, which is nice for, you know, longer stays. So that's what I got. And look at all that. So this is where I store our rafts for floating. The big 12 by 12 canopy, some fins and masks and tarps. Let's go around to the other side. We got the dive flag. Gotta have a dive flag when the Keys in the water. It's a big no-no. I got fined once for not having a dive flag, and I was swimming real close to shore. Booties and lobster catching gear and life vests and scuba tanks, scuba gear, all packed up and ready to go. So now we're gonna hook the camper up to the truck and we'll be leaving in the morning. Well, good morning. It's time to hit the road. RV Weekend's about to do something it's never done before.
We are? Where are we going?
2 weeks in the Florida Keys.
Wow.
Let's do it. We just left Mims. It's 9:45 and we just got on I-95 heading south, and we're doing our first leg of 2 legs to Bahia Honda State Park.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's something walking around in the back of our truck.
Something scurrying and scruffling.
What is that? Oscar!
Oh, look. Look, Oscar's back here, right by the dive flag.
Yeah.
He's not diving.
He's not diving. He's exploring.
How fitting to have the dive flag, because that's of a high priority is snorkeling and looking for lobsters to catch. We're going for the 2-day sports season.
And we are going to also break this up into a 2-day trip. Not that we needed to, but it makes it extra nice.
Yeah, we'll be doing about 4 hours on I-95 till we get to Davie, Florida, I believe it is.
Yep.
Which is right next to Coral Springs, north of Fort Lauderdale. on the near the Sawgrass Expressway. The Sawgrass Expressway goes around the metropolitan area of Fort Lauderdale and Miami to avoid all that traffic.
We're going to stay at a KOA, which that's another first in this camper.
Yeah, we've never been to a KOA to stay. We've only visited a KOA to dump.
So we're staying at the KOA. So that'll be a neat little experience. We'll give you a little tour of that KOA.
Yeah, well, we got a phone call after we made the reservation online that all facilities are closed due to COVID-19. So no pool, no public bathrooms, showers, everything has to be self-contained in the RV.
Which were self-contained.
So we set the trip odometer at 0 when we were where we were staying, and it has 4 functions on this trip odometer. It's really cool. The F-250 has a duration, a time. Oh yeah, we got a sunroof. What is it called? Is that what it's called? Sunroof. It has a regular mileage odometer. It has gas consumption, and it has an average miles per gallon readout. So when we left down our first little side road, we were getting a 5.8 miles per gallon because we were like going 15 miles an hour. Now we're pulling 9,000 pounds or so. The average is going up. We're up to 9.1 miles per gallon, and it's climbing.
We're on the interstate.
And we haven't even used a gallon of gas yet, a gallon of diesel. So we're in North Brevard heading south.
How long is it going to take us to get to the KOA?
It's said that it should take us about 4 hours. We're going 65 on the interstate. The speed limit's 70, but we're going 65. We put up Sherry got us a bumper sticker that's large for our back window that shows RV weekends and how to find us on these social media platforms. So hopefully we'll get some followers through that.
It's beautiful weather right now. I hope it stays.
Yeah, it's looks like it's partly cloudy, sunny. Temperature's probably around 85 by now, heading up to 90.
And our tire pressure monitoring system is working wonderfully. It's registering all our tires at great pressures. That's always good to have. We have a link for that if you're interested in that. Tire safety.
All right, if we take a look at our map, and we have about the simplest track that you can take, a straight line from I-95 and head south. And we jump over on the turnpike around Port St. Lucie, and then we hit the Sawgrass Expressway. Around toward the Everglades, down past Fort Lauderdale, and we get to Davie, Florida, where the KOA is. All right, let's go check in and set up camp. Well, let's take a quick look at the map to see what this Davie Fort Lauderdale KOA has to offer. They are conveniently located near Fort Lauderdale. They offer propane and RV boat storage, doggy camp park, playground, laundry room, game room, bar, and tiki hut, a pool, bocce ball, community fire pit, and they also offer camping on an island. Really cool. They have over 3 miles of walking and bike trails nearby. pull-through sights and deluxe sights. So it's not very big, but it has a lot to offer. We are in Site 19, a deluxe site. So let's see what's so deluxe about it. We were actually stopped right across from our site, so it was relatively easy for us to back in. So let's get her done. You can see our deluxe accommodations at this site. It was very nice. Well, let's show you around the Davie Fort Lauderdale KOA. I apologize for the shaky footage, but I just stuck my phone on the handlebars of the bike. A fun fact about this KOA, it was not always a KOA. It used to be the Seminole Health Club, and they used to host the Mr. and Mrs. World Nude competition. That's right, the World Nude competition here at the Seminole Health Club, which is now a KOA. If only these bushes could talk. All right, well, we made it to Davie, Florida, which is just south of Coral Springs, right off of I-75 at the KOA. So we made it here.
Yeah. It's a cute little KOA. It's small.
Very small KOA, but they're doing some improvements. They're talking it up like it's going to be a little nicer soon.
I'd come back.
Yeah, it's not bad for a one stay because I didn't see a whole lot to do here. Inside a pool.
And the pool's closed.
Right now it is. And the proximity to, you know, shopping and stuff like that, that's good. But it's kind of like a stopover before hitting the Keys if you want to do that. I've never done it. I've always driven straight through, so this is the first time I've ever done it.
But the sites are paved, which is nice. Full hookups for us. We've got a little, like, wicker seating area and a fire pit and a grill.
We have a deluxe site.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so it had a concrete pad, and we were right next to the office. Yeah, we're gonna sleep over for the night.
We're getting a visitor.
And get up early and head over to Chrome Road. I think it's Chrome Street, which is way by the Everglades, and a road less traveled, less traffic, no tolls, and just an easy drive. Hopefully. We've never done it. I've seen Traveling Robert do it, and I've always wanted to do it. Even before he did it, I was curious about it. So we're going to get up at 6 a.m. and head south, and hopefully hit the Keys before 7:30. Hopefully we'll be able to get Key Largo before 7:30. We'll see. Depends on traffic, and we got to stop and get some fuel. So probably by 9 we'll be in Key Largo.
We'll be watching the sun come up.
So thanks for watching and following us on Facebook and on YouTube. So we'll see you next time in the Keys.
Yeah, next time we're going to be in the Keys.
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks in the Keys.
All right, I got to get back to editing. That's our life, work.
And I have to get back to watching people's videos.
That's our life, work.
Oh, we just hit a big milestone, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So by the time you see this, we'll probably be...
Now.
A little over.
Hopefully we'll be a
Are you
safer distance.
posting this right now?
I will, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah.
So we hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations to us, and thank you to all the people that subscribe to our channel. And keep subscribing and check and make sure you didn't get unsubscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people.
So as we go up, we go down. Then we go up, then we go down.
Go figure. They're unsubscribing people who want to see our content. How does that make sense?
Yeah, so we hit 1,000. Actually, I think
3 times?
Yeah, I think we
2 or 3 times we hit 1,000.
3 times in 24 hours.
Yeah, they should give us an award every time. Hit 1,000, go back down. Hit 1,000, go back down.
Yeah, so I think we're sitting at 1,006. I would love it to get. I would love a bigger cushion.
Yeah, yeah. And then we need to increase our watch time. So everybody keep watching, and we're going to be doing some live videos. I'm in here in our camper at the KOA at Davie, and notice the airplanes. We're in line with the airport runway approach, it would appear, because we're getting jets flying over. They're high. They're not that loud, but you can hear them, you know, when it's quiet. So I can imagine what it might be for somebody that doesn't have a loud air conditioner or something like that, or in the winter time when you got the windows open. Probably not the best location if you want to get some sleep with the windows open. But we don't have that problem because we'll be running the AC and a fan. Should be no problem for us. See you later. Well, it's the next morning and we're up early to take off, so I pull off our leveling blocks and get out to put the leveling blocks in our camper. And as I get back in the truck to pull out, what?
Don't need to be.
Okay. Brakes on the trailer. The brakes on our trailer will not disengage, so we're not going anywhere. And I had no idea what was going on. So we had to do a little bit of finagling, and for whatever reason, I had to cut the wires to the safety breakaway brake system and reconnect them, and they worked. So it was a weird situation, kind of set us off on a bad start, but we got underway after a little while and headed out. I forgot to videotape the event because it was really frustrating and wasn't in the mood to videotape. But anyway, we got out of there and got on our way, and somehow I took a wrong turn or didn't make the right turn and never made it to Chrome Avenue. That was a bummer, but we headed on our way, no worries, onward to the Keys.
Right now we're in the middle of the Everglades.
Yeah, we're right on the edge of the Everglades. We're taking the road called Chrome, spelled really with a K, and there's nothing but grass on the right, tall grass.
How long's our ride now? Yeah.
It's an hour to get to Key Largo.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, we kind of started off, you know, when you start off your day and you don't start it the way you wanted to start it.
Well,
and then we had unexpected issues come up.
That would be, I mean, I would be very upset that a $20 card is holding up our whole vacation.
Yeah, that would be frustrating.
You know. Yeah, because I was a little distracted by the annoying beginning of our day. I missed my turn to Chrome Avenue. Man, I was so upset after I found out I missed it. And the reason I found out is because I noticed I was heading the wrong direction. When I looked down the long trip down this road, I could see city buildings, and I went, nope, we're not supposed to be heading towards buildings. We're supposed to be heading out into the swampy area. So it was quite the bummer when I learned we were heading the wrong direction, and the wrong direction was bringing us farther and farther away from Chrome Avenue. So I didn't want to backtrack and lose time. I wanted to get onto the Keys. So we didn't turn back toward Chrome. We just kept going in the southerly direction and got back on the turnpike to our normal travel route to get to the Keys. So here we are back heading towards Florida City. In a couple miles we'll be there. As we always do as a family tradition, we take pictures of this blue wall as we enter into the straits before we hit Key Largo. It's a fun thing we do to let everybody know we're almost there. We are at the infamous blue wall in the Florida Keys.
We love to see the blue wall.
All right.
Because the blue wall means we're there. Well,
we're going through the mangrove swamps before we hit the Keys.
Yep.
So we had a wonderful night's sleep. We learned a lot about the KOA in Davie, Florida. It was a nice stopping place.
Yeah, it was a great little spot that we could park for a night.
Yeah, so the plan was to set our alarm to get up around 5:30 and be on the road around 6 to 6:30.
Yep.
Drive over to the west of South Florida and drive down Chrome Road and get to the Key Largo, get to Key Largo in an hour and a half or so after that. And didn't go as planned. Didn't go as planned. So we left the trailer pretty much hooked up and didn't put any stabilizers out, and just hooked up the power and water. That's it.
That's it. Open up the slide.
Open up the slide, yeah. And that
minimally set up.
Minimally set up, so we didn't have to do a lot of noise in the morning to wake up our neighbors. So, so we put everything away, put up the water, put up the power. Everything's put away, ready to go. I have leveling blocks. I want to pull up a little and get the leveling blocks. So I pull up about 6-8 feet, get the leveling blocks, put them in the RV, go to take off, and the trailer brakes are activated. They have electronic safety trailer brakes. They activate in case the trailer gets disconnected. So they activated. This is the second time it's happened. It's happened one other time, and I literally removed the trailer brake pin, the safety pin, and put it back in, and it worked. This time it didn't work. So, you know, it's early in the morning, the grass is wet, it's humid, I'm in the truck, you know, trying to take off, the air conditioning's working great, get out and the humidity fogs up my glasses. It's annoying.
Frustrating start to the morning.
Try to put the truck in drive, try to pull out, and the brakes on the trailer stop you. Won't let you pull. So I did the pin 5 times and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So Sherry was asking people online what we could do. And I was thinking, okay, it's a circuit. It's an electronic circuit, so the pin pulls out to open the circuit, which makes the brakes activate. So I figured, okay, I've done this 6 times and nothing's working. Let me try cutting the wires and connecting the wires together to close the circuit. Well, that didn't work. So I said, all right, let me just connect the wires back again. Maybe it'll fix itself. And that's what it did. When I connected the wires back again, the way it should be, before I cut them, it deactivated the brakes and they were back to rolling again.
Yeah.
So after about a, I don't know, hour and a half kind of a delay, because actually I forgot to set the alarm to get up early.
Yep.
That was the first thing mishap. I went to set my alarm last night, and then I was like, what time's the sun come up? And I went to look at what time the sun come up, and I forgot to set the alarm. So we woke up around 6:30.
Which we had hoped to already been on the road for 30 minutes.
Right, we hoped to be on the road by 6:30, 6:30, and that didn't happen. So anyway, a little double time killer. But the good thing is we're on the road and got it to go. We're about an hour and a half behind, but so far no traffic yet. We'll see once we get to Key Largo if the traffic backs up there, but it's almost 9 o'clock, so hopefully it won't be anything significant. But we're on the road, we're rolling almost to Key Largo. So we're about 15 minutes, 20 minutes from hitting Key Largo.
I can't wait. It's gonna start looking really pretty soon.
Start what?
Start looking really pretty soon.
Start looking pretty.
It's like those first glimpses you start getting of the water, and the water down here is just magnificent. And that's the blue wall is a great like kind of starting point for it, and then the mangroves on the side. But it's like that first bridge you go over where you start seeing the blue tropical water.
Yep.
To me, it's like, yep, we're there. Even though we're really not there all the way yet.
Well, we're in the Keys.
But we are in the Keys, and that's just that peace and relaxation that kind of washes over you. And,
so we'll check back.
We will.
It really is a great feeling once you hit this blue wall. The Keys are so close, you can taste it. And here it is, coming into Key Largo, the mainland part of Key Largo. There's the sign. Woohoo! Yeah. Well, for the first time, we decided to pull over and check out this visitor center. All right, we stopped at visitor center. Look, let's get our picture taken. All right, after not finding anything interesting in the visitor center, we decided to get back on the road and head on our way. On the west end of Key Largo is Divers Direct, so I needed to stop in. All right, we're heading into Divers Direct. I got my mask. Back on the road. This is really a nice area to visit with lots of different souvenir shops and breweries. They got the Florida Keys Brewery, the Islamorada Brewery and Distillery. It's really a nice place to visit. Oh yeah, this is what we've been waiting for, that beautiful water. And we're coming up on one of my favorite views from a bridge, right here. This bridge takes you really high and nothing but water out over the Gulf of Mexico. Just beautiful views when the sun's out. Wow, look at it. It's just amazing. So we pull over and I put the action camera on top of the RV so we get a different view of our traveling. Such a pretty view. Beautiful day out in the Keys. I know this is a lot of road footage, but for us, we just love looking at all the scenery as we drive southwest to Bahia Honda State Park. It always is interesting to us. If you look here on the left, it's beautiful ocean out in the Atlantic. And to the right, the historic old Flagler's Railroad turned into a fishing pier. Just think of the history behind these bridges. Construction was completed in 1912. That's over 100 years ago. Incredible. All right, we're getting really close. Marathon, the last large key before we hit Bahia Honda. We're almost there. The 7 Mile Grill was named after what? Oh, you guessed it, the 7 Mile Bridge. And here we are crossing the 7 Mile Bridge next door to the historic old 7 Mile Bridge that's being refurbished as we're driving by. This looks real pretty. One of these days, I'm going to go over there and tour Pigeon Key. It looks so pretty from here. Here we are on the highest point of 7 Mile Bridge. We got a bird's eye view of all the water, and look how far we are away from land. It's just beautiful with the old historic bridge in the background. We got some more video to show you later with the drone over the old historic bridge. It's going to be cool. We bring the boat out here to these islands on the left and do some island hopping. So you'll have to stay tuned for later videos to check them out. But they're great. Oh, look, Little Duck Key. All right, coming up here on the right is the famous Sunshine Key that was totally wiped out from Hurricane Irma. We're going to pull in here and do a little adjusting of the camera. And then next stop, Bahia Honda State Park. Hey, everybody, on top of the RV at Sunshine Key RV Resort. We pulled over because we were gonna get the camera on top of the RV ready for pulling into Bahia Honda State Park. So there's a little gas station right here to pull off. Very convenient. You can see there's Overseas Highway. You can see the beautiful ocean out there. Now we're going to change the battery on the camera. And there's the highest point of 7 Mile Bridge, right over there. And there is the end of Marathon. And if you look here, you can see the marker for Sombrero Reef. This is a huge tower about 100 feet tall, which we'll be visiting on this trip to the Keys. Well, there's only a couple of more miles to go, so let's get to Bahia Honda State Park. Yeehaw! Well, if you look far to the distance, just below the horizon, you can see the old historic Bahia Honda Bridge. We're almost there. There it is, the entrance to Bahia Honda State Park, right there on the left. But we got a problem, there's a line. So with this long RV, there's no way we can pull in this way. We have to go up and do a U-turn and come back. Bummer. But the best part is you get a great view. Sorry. And here are all the hard-to-get premium sites at Bahia Honda. As you can see, they're right on the beautiful water. Yeah. Wish I had one of those. But we're happy just to be in the park. All right, let's go in and check in, and we'll be on our way to the campsite. All right, all checked in.
Hey.
Don't use your drone. That's one good thing about a boat.
Oscar, you're not allowed on the beach.
All right, we made it to our campsite. Now let's back this big puppy in there. And it wasn't easy, but we got it in there. It was a narrow site, but it was deep. We were able to get it in, and with Jerry's help, we were able to get in without any bumps, scratches, or bruises. Well, that's gonna do it for part 1 of our trip to Bahia Honda State Park. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And don't forget, if you want to watch more of our content, hit the notification bell and you'll get a notification when our newest video is uploaded. So thanks again for watching RV Weekend, and stay tuned for the rest of our Florida Keys vacation.